Yay. Okay. So we are now in record mode, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't, let me mute everybody real quick so that we can. Okay, I mute everybody. Is Veronica still? Oh, there she goes. Okay, she's under iPhone. Okay. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Every Monday evening around this time, we're going to have Zoom calls from here forward. And every night we're going to give different tips. And so tonight's tips are focused more on the sample packs that we have, the collagen, the coffee, the keto coffee, the It Works Greens to Go, and the B12 Energy. And so what we really want to stress with you all is how when we set those products up on auto shipment, we're able to make like almost triple the amount of retail money back. And we'll go in a little bit more detail in just a minute. But Veronica, you want to introduce yourself? I don't know if everybody here, let me see, it's Erica. You know what, because the call's recorded, hold on. Levi's in the back. He starts getting rowdy. So because the call's recorded, Veronica, you want to introduce yourself? Because I know is going to your story eventually.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Good evening. My name is Veronica, and I've been with the company already going on I just turned 3 years. I started because I started this business. I'd seen it through social media on Facebook. And I just started this business because I really just wanted to try the products. I figured it was a win-win situation for me to join as a distributor right away instead of joining as a loyal customer, because of course I just saw the opportunity to make an extra income and using the products at the same time. And what really attracted me to this, like to say yes, was because once you join, you can get a shopping spree, just kind of like what we have going on right now. You know, if you get your 4 customers within your 30 days, you'll be able to get some free products. So literally that's why I started. I started because I just saw the opportunity of making some extra income and then using some products for free on myself. And I just fell in love with the products, and I just started using social media as an advantage to kind of like making extra income. And like now 3 years in the business, like I'm still learning as I'm going, because in this business it's always about learning. You know what I mean? You always learn new things from different people and stuff, and it's all a learning process. So the good thing is to just keep it simple, have fun. You could utilize social media to kind of like share your business, or and of course sharing it with family and friends. And that's really what I was doing. I just wanted to use the products and, make an extra income. And when 6 months into the business, I was actually able to retire myself from my corporate job. And I'm a full-time mom. I've been a full-time mom for 2.5 years, and loving it. So that's my story, why I started.
Oh, that's great, Veronica. I remember whenever Erica enrolled you, it's just so much fun. And we've done so many things. We've traveled to Florida. We've done so many things together, and it's pretty neat because I didn't enroll Veronica. It was Erica. And so as you will all see here in this business, we all bring in different people, and we're all able to grow together. So it's pretty exciting. So my name's Melissa. I've been with It Works 5 years. May. Erica Ramirez also introduced the business to me through the wrap for $25, and I fell in love and have just been going nonstop since then. Originally when I started the business, it was just for that extra money and to get skinny for free, and because I had no extra funds to supply my weight loss journey. And so I thought, why not share it a little bit with the people that I know, and then we'll see where it goes. A few months in, I was able to catch the vision, and I then knew that my worth was greater than what any other company has ever offered me as far as career goes. And so I just started running with it. when I had my head strong, I went from ruby in January to double diamond in May, earning a $10,000 and a $15,000 bonus. And then my husband, because you're able to enroll spouses, he also earned a $10,000 bonus. So that was just when I was ready to rock and roll. So as you can see, January, February, March, April, May, 5 months, ruby to double diamond. So it's pretty amazing how quickly you can run and make big things happen for your family when you're determined, when you're focused, and all that good stuff. So when that happened, I was able to leave my career. I then changed my goals and my vision to focus more on my family and my kids. And it's crazy how all that happens. God works in so many great ways because I feel like my children needed me during that period. I've been home for 4 years. I've been able to focus on them. And now that they have blossomed into the teenagers that I've always wanted them to be, I just didn't want them to like go crossways, you know. It's so hard nowadays to you know, for kids to not get distracted and do bad things and, you know, all the other stuff. So anyways, that's what I didn't want to happen. And so they've been pretty good. Let's just pray that it stays that way, right? And so, so anyway, so, you know, that was in 1 year mark, I was double diamond, but really working it for 5 months. Okay. The next year I went triple. And then on my 3rd year mark, I went presidential. And it's just been an amazing journey. I'm ready to go ambassador. I'm ready to take my family to a whole nother level. I'm ready to take our team to a whole nother level. And so you're going to see a lot of action come in from this side over here. So I hope that all this love just spreads everywhere and y'all catch it and y'all get all the tips that you can and just run, because amazing things are going to happen. I feel it. It feels like those first 3 years I was in, and I'm just so happy for all of y'all. So happy for all of y'all. Okay, so tonight, like we said, it's about, we want to focus on how you can run your auto shipments, make your money back times 2 or 3, and get customers. So when I started the business, I sold a lot of wraps, which you still can, but I think the trend right now, or I feel like it is more that keto lifestyle, and so It Works has shifted into some sample products that we have. So what I like is that we can work our business all kinds of ways. What tonight is just an extra way you can work it. Or I guess another, what is that word I'm looking for? A different insight. So if you're that person that likes to do home parties, sample parties, in-person action, this is perfect for that. Actually, no, Veronica, you did it online, and so you're able to sell it that way too. So let's dive into Veronica's tips real quick, because you can do it online and in person, okay? So Veronica, you want to talk about your samples that you sold and how much money and like how that worked for you?
Okay, so I'm hooked on the keto coffee. Like, I believe that's like one of the products that mainly has helped me like lose weight a lot and faster. So I always make sure that I have keto coffee, you know, and I always make sure I have keto energy because I love the keto energy as well. So what I started doing, I'm constantly always posting about the coffee, like almost every freaking day. So I just one day made a post about selling goodie bags. I actually made up like I made a goodie bag of 2 keto coffees and 2 keto energy. And I just made a post. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to make a post, you know, announcing that I have samples, you know, in stock, that I'm selling them. And a lot of people were like, because you know how sometimes like people want to sample some of our products before actually becoming a loyal customer or things like that. So this is just a great way for people to actually buy some samples from you, and then you make instant cash right off the bat right there. So this is just a way for people to, you know, sampling the products before they even get started as a loyal customer, before they make that commitment. So I made a post about it. I had like 10 to 15 messages of people telling me, I'm interested. And then so right away, what I did, I just messaged everybody and I thanked them for, you know, for their interest. And because when you message people, you want to make them feel like they are your friends, but you want them to feel comfortable with you. You know what I mean? So I was like, hey girl, seeing that you're interested, I'm so excited for you. And, you know, I'm like, I'm actually shipping out samples tomorrow. Would you like me to help you get started? You know, would you want me to ship out a sample pack for you? Or we can meet up, whatever you prefer. And then people would just like, yes, you know, I'm interested. So I actually, what I've sold so far is I made that goodie bag, 2 sample packs of keto coffee and 2 samples of keto energy. I actually sold them for $10. And then people were actually just sending me money through Quick Pay, because I have Chase. And then I also, or if they don't have that option, I will have PayPal. Or if they don't have PayPal, another way that I was doing, I actually downloaded this app called Cash. And they could actually just pay with their card on there, and then you could link your bank account to that, create an account with your bank account. That way your money roll right to your bank account. And that's just an easier option to do it. And what I like about the Cash app is that every time you refer a friend, you get $5 right off the bat. Like your friend gets $5 and you get $5. So you're making money by selling samples, and you're making money through this app. So it's like a win-win situation, like literally.
And so we're gonna put all the information on Team Fearless for everyone to piggyback on everything that we're talking tonight about. We're creating a tab called Sample Post, a thread. It's called Sample Post, and I'll tag all of you guys that are on this Zoom there so that y'all can see it. And we're gonna have all the information about that app she's talking about, the pictures that I'm gonna talk about, the money I'm gonna talk about, and all that good stuff. Okay, keep going.
Yeah. So it's just like, you know, creating a pack, you know, that you want to sell, and, you know, just making that instant cash right there. Like I literally in one day, I ended up selling 10 sample packs, and I made $100 like super fast. Just because I made that post, you know, about the sample packs, and it's crazy how many people were interested in trying sample packs, you know, and it's just literally just putting the post out there, giving them the options of the way to pay, and just letting them know, hey girl, I'm so excited for you. I'll go ahead and, would you like me to ship it out to you today, tomorrow, whatever, you know. So it's just kind of creating that urgency and letting them know, hey, I'm ready to mail these out to you like right now. You know what I mean? So then, of course, they got to pay you. They're going to pay you because they want their product. So that's actually what I've been doing. And I've been making daily cash just because I'm doing those posts and people are interested. So that's what I'm doing.
So because you're posting, you're generating new loyal customers and potential distributors. What I also like about this sample pack is that let's say they are local to Houston, and let's say they're like, you know what? You don't have to mail it, or you're talking to them back and forth, and we have a sample party, because we're going to have those sample parties on a weekly basis as well for the entire team. So let's say you can even tell them, hey, look, in 2 days or in 3 days, we're going to have a sample party. I'll hold your samples for you. And you can have them prepay you right then and there so you can hold them. So that's another way of getting people to that sample party. Because we all know if you get them to a sample party, they're going to sign up for something. You know, it's just that bond and the fun we have and the tasting. It's just a win-win. I know, like when Erica got me to her house and put that wrap on me, I was sold. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, you know, so you can spin it through Facebook that way. And then we can also lead them towards a sample party. So I like how we can like switch that a little bit depending on the conversation or the flow of what they want to do. So that's another great thing. And so what I wanted to talk to you about is the next thing is the retail price for these 4 products we're talking about. Obviously, I have like a cleanse here at my house that I have 3 of them. Of course, I can retail them anytime. But, you know, the whole idea is what's pretty neat about this business is that you don't need inventory to make a lot of money from. No, I'm not saying it right. You don't need inventory. Like, you don't want to create like 4 shelves of products and then just retail them all. Like, what we're doing here is just a small portion for those people to enroll through your website. At the end of the day, you want people enrolling through your website as a customer or a distributor, because that creates the residual income. That's the money you want to have. That's the money you want to have when you're sleeping, when people are going to your website and ordering. Now, this piece that we're talking about is just an intro to what we have, if that makes sense. All we want you doing every month is just investing enough for your auto shipment, your 80-point auto shipment. When you run an 80-point auto shipment every month, all that means is you're buying a few products to sample out to continue to build your business. And so every month, I'm on a lot of products, so my auto shipment is like pretty fast. So is my husband's. I mean, he's already asking me to order him more, and it just came in yesterday, or 2 days ago. But so just know that, like, your monthly investment, we want to show you how to flip it and make your money back and save it for your next month's auto shipment. Okay, because the reason why I'm stressing about this is because I know we all start the business to make money, not keep investing money, right? Like, no, you don't, I mean, if I didn't make money my first month, I think I probably would have quit. That extra cash in the very beginning when you start your business, it goes so far. My $25, my $50, my $75 when I first started, it took me, I was able to do things for my kids that they've been wanting to do, small things that meant a lot to them. So that's what we're talking about here tonight. So I was doing some numbers, and I just wanted to throw this out there. So Collagen Works, that's the collagen new product that we came out with. Keto Coffee is the second one. Now, Veronica was talking about weight loss. I lost my stubborn 10 pounds, like my stomach. Like, I just feel like it all came from my stomach. It's weird. But that Keto Coffee does miracles. Oh my God, I love it. I'm addicted. The greens, another product I'm addicted to. The B12 Energy is also a great one too. So these four we're only talking about tonight. So the B12 Energy, you actually get 30 in it, 30 single packs for $30. That's our price as a distributor. But the retail is $50 on it, okay? And if you sell those for $2 a piece, you make $60. So you make double, okay? The green, same thing, you make double. So you buy for 30, you sell, at the end of the day, it's $60 you make back. The Keto Coffee is $39 for 15 packs. And I would sell them for $5. That's what I'm going to start selling them for. I think it's a fair price, $5 for one. When you sell all 15, that's $75. So it's like more than double. The collagen as well, $40 for 15, and you make $75. So if you're ordering 3 of these, that makes you go over your auto shipment, okay, your 80 points that you need in a month to be commission qualified every month, and your profit is over $120. So I think it's pretty nice, because even if you don't sell all of it, at least sell enough to make your auto shipment back. Okay, so that way you don't feel like, that way, you know what I mean. So, and then use the rest on you. That's what I was doing. When I started, I just wanted my product for free. How many do I got to sell so I can get mine for free? I remember doing that every month to make sure that I was doing that for myself, because at that time I just felt like, our money was to our bills, and I didn't want to take away from my family. So, so a $90 investment, for example, can turn into $210. That's just in sample packs, okay? So the reason for sample packs is, like Veronica was saying earlier, to get people to taste it, to try it. The last 3 that I gave out, the greens, Keto Coffee, and it was a B12, all of them became customers. They all called back. They were excited, and they're like, well, how do I become a customer? I want more. And I'm like, girl, I don't want to keep selling to you at retail price. Enroll through my website, and you're going to get it at my cost. All you have to do is commit to buying one product for 3 months. You can do energy this month. You were talking about you want to lose weight, do thermal fit next month. And then, I'll remind you in your 3rd month to change it to this. And they're like, okay, cool. You know, it's just that I just find like it's just a lot more easier. You know, at the end of the day, this method is what built me all the way to presidential, because I did parties at my house all the freaking time, like sample parties. I love social media now because when I got pregnant with Levi, I had to switch it a little bit and do more social media and I drew my customers that way. So they both work. All of it works. Our other Zooms that we're going to be doing it, we're going to be talking more about Instagram and Facebook and all that good stuff. But this is more of a sample party type of thing, or, you know, post on Facebook and mail them out. You can do it that way. There's just so many ways you can actually make it work. This is just one huge tip of how you can make that happen. Do y'all have any questions for me so far? Anybody? I'm excited about these sample packs. Oh my God.
Do you have any questions regarding the
I know there was something else. Where are my notes at? I wrote some more notes. Let me go get them. Hold on.
And something that, can y'all hear me or no? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, thank you. One thing I wanted to add about selling sample packs is that, you know, the keto coffee, you know, the keto diet is trending right now. Everybody like wants to be on it. And, you know, the keto coffee, like that's like one of my, you know, that's like my favorite top one right now. And since I've been selling these keto samples, I've been actually getting more loyal customers because they get hooked. You know what I mean? Like they're only buying 2 samples of keto coffee and like they're messaging me telling me, oh my gosh, I love this coffee. And I'm like, girl, come on. Like, are you interested? You know, and I have an opening to offer my discount today. You know, normally the bag retails for, you know, $65, $60 or something like that. So I tell them the retail price and I give them a loyal customer price, and I just tell them I only have 1 spot to offer my discount. Would you like me to help get started? And the reason I always tell them I have 1 spot is just kind of to create urgency. You know what I mean? Like, because people want discounts. You know what I mean? So I tell them that I only have 1 spot to offer my discount, and then right there and then they're like, okay, you know, help me get started, and boom, there goes the loyal customer, just because they fall in love with the product. And so it's a win-win situation for you. You know what I mean? You gain a little customer. You made cash by selling samples. And so you want to make sure you have these handy. You know what I mean? That way you could be making daily cash. So I kind of wanted to share that with y'all.
That's perfect. I'm excited about that. Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like the wrap. Our wrap that Time Tones and Firms. It's the same concept. When I started, it was all about the wraps. So we bought a lot of wraps and we flipped a lot of wraps, and guess what? Once that person tried one wrap like me, then they wanted to become a customer or distributor. So at the end of the day, the goal is to enroll customers and distributors. That's all we do. That is it. Like literally, this business is just as simple as that. That is it. Enroll customers, enroll distributors, and daily motivation, daily inspiration. Like we're going to talk about that soon, as far as mindset and all that other good stuff, because, you know, you can be doing good and like, you know, 1 or 2 days you're like, man, nobody wants anything, blah, blah, blah. And then you start going down and you start beating yourself up, and that's where we don't want you to be. And so that's another topic later. But I wanted to also tell you that the sample packs, if you do decide to mail them out, on the leadership, they say just use the smallest envelope as possible, so it's cheaper mailing stamp. I mean, you know, the little postage. It's so the smallest envelope that it can fit in. Was a huge tip that I got, because everybody's like, what about shipping? What about shipping? You know, I hate going to the post office, first of all. And so whenever I ship them out, I'm gonna ship all of them out. So that was a cool little tip that I got from that. Let's see. Yeah, so right now I'm actually on Team Fearless, and I just started the thread for our discussion tonight. And we're going to put verbiage and everything for you there. So that way tomorrow or whenever you want, you can start with your sample packs. Or whatever product you have in the home. You don't even have to use this. This is just to give you ideas. And you can always create your own pictures or take your own pictures at home or however you want to do it. But I think it's pretty neat that we can now do this. I'm just so super pumped because cash. There's one girl, I forget what team she's on. She made over $2,000 over the summer just in this sample cash. And of course, a lot of customers and distributors came along with it. But that was just like, she's the one that really got a lot of people thinking like, oh my gosh, why are we all doing these sample packs? You know what I mean? I know I give out greens for free, you know, like one here, one there. But why not make a little thing to give it to sample out, right? Okay, let me see. Did we cover everything that we wanted to talk about, Veronica? I'm looking at my notes. Let's see.
I think we did.
Yeah, so sample parties. We're going to be posted on Team Fearless here shortly, which house it's going to be at this week, so that we can start bringing your people. If it just turns out to be distributors, then we'll turn it into a training, like a social media training. Here's what we're doing, blah, 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 you know. So just know that sample parties, it's like a hit or miss. Sometimes you have a lot of people there. Sometimes it's just, you're like, man, where's everybody at? But the next week it like doubles in people. So don't ever get discouraged if you decide to do a sample party. Nobody shows up. That is totally okay, because I've had a lot of those. And then I had some where my backyard was like 50 people in the backyard, and it was like hot in the summer, and we had to put fans outside. Like, yeah, it can get pretty fun like that. So anyways, or if you're not into digging people, then you can just do your whole business online, like a lot of other people do, right? So there's so many ways to spin this business, but I like that we can switch it up if we get bored. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that's all I wanted to share with you all. If y'all have any questions, please feel free to unmute yourself so that we can talk about that. We know it's Labor Day. We didn't want to keep everybody long, but next week we're going to focus more on social media, the Instagram and Facebook stories. That's where I've been getting tons and tons of potentials from as well. So we'll talk about that on our next Monday call. But do y'all have any questions before we end it? No, everybody's cool. All right, guys, we gonna have a good night, and we'll see y'all soon. Bye.
Good night. Bye.